Today we'll be going over the top 5 best movies in recent years. Let's get into the video. 14. Dan Sallett's small but mighty independent feature, which is streamable on the website of its distributor, Grasshopper Film, is an instant classic tale of a difficult friendship. Tally Metal and Norma Cooing play a longtime pair of friends, the former responsible, caring and consistent, the latter erratic, harsh, and undeniably brilliant, whose ties shift and erode over time as one woman's mental health and subsequent social dependencies overwhelm her intimate relationships. Sallett, who wrote and directed the film, doesn't go out of his way to pathologize or overly explain the illness, but you feel it bear down on this friendship through a swift succession of scenes in which we seem to fly forward through time, leaping from incident to incident through their various boyfriends and overdose, career ups and downs, back and forth in their closeness, arguments, and mistakes.
What's going on here?
We've been displaced, man.
I mean, obviously she's pretty. She seems like trouble.
Seriously, you've never, you haven't seen him practice or anything?
I know you're sorry.
Never, rarely, sometimes always. Eliza Hittman has once again given us a rare, startling chronicle of a young adulthood, this time focused on a young woman, played by Sydney Flanagan, who's pregnant and cannot stay that way. Her local clinic discourages her from pursuing an abortion and even lies to her about just how pregnant she is. So, with her cousin, the 17-year-old Pennsylvanian travels to New York City, enduring all manner of bureaucratic speed bumps and inconveniences along the way, all while lugging a fat suitcase. It's clear that Hittman has made a film sympathetic to the young woman's desire to terminate her pregnancy. Shirley. No staid literary biopic on this. Though Shirley, directed by Josephine Decker, is about the famed author Shirley Jackson, most known perhaps for the grimly illogical short story The Lottery, Decker takes a non-traditional tack in investigating the life and mind of an artist. The script was written by Sarah Gubbins, based on Susan Scarf Merrill's novel. Shirley whirls and yaws at a fevered, frenzied pitch, the film following Jackson's furious mind as it haunts, terrorizes, and enlivens her Massachusetts home and those dwelling in it with her. Decker entrusts her star Elizabeth Moss with a lot, and Moss, as she's done a lot lately, delivers in breathtaking fashion. The Vast of Night. Andrew Patterson's skillful, charismatic debut, which is streaming on Amazon Prime, is a sci-fi mystery whose mystery isn't so obscure. The setting, a twilight night in 1950s New Mexico, the inciting incident, random power surges, and a series of unrecognizable signals transmitted from who knows where. If that doesn't tell you what the movie's about, maybe the artifice of its framing conceit does. The movie opens by slowly zeroing in on an old TV set, and what follows plays out much like an episode of The Twilight Zone. Only Patterson is too smart, and having too much fun with the possibilities of this premise to whittle his movie down to the narrow limits of period homage. Instead, what we get is a talky, brisk, and unexpectedly creepy, even moving bit of southwestern folklore, centered on a plucky switchboard operator and a charming local radio DJ, fated to spend one strange night pursuing the source of these odd goings-on. You wouldn't think that would prove surprising. I don't know what I'd call the movie's leaps into unknown plot twists exactly, but Patterson, with wandering, curious takes, sharp sound design, and a knack for making exposition feel like genuine revelation, finds unnerving angles in what would otherwise be a pursuit of the obvious. Vitalina Varela. Portuguese auteur Pedro Costa's newest film takes its title from its star, Vitalina Varela, a non-professional actress, consistent with the director's ongoing experimentation with the blurred lines of fact, fiction, and performance. In a movie that takes after, but hardly neatly reproduces, incidents from her own life, a Cape Verdean woman returns to Lisbon after a 20-year separation from her husband to mourn his death. But this being Costa, the result is something spectral, beguiling, deceptively quiet, and still, and, even by this director's standards, a singular feat of image making and design. Costa's studies of displacement and poverty are never merely dreary or topical, they're imaginative and bold like his characters. Varela, an extraordinary scene presence, wants to begin a new life. Is that possible here among such shadows, secrets, memories? Vitalina Varela is the best looking and most emotionally resilient movie of the year so far. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.